Okay, right. So yeah, so as usual, we'll have a quick discussion on what we did on last week. Okay, that means up until now what we have learned. So yes, can we quickly have a small discussion? What are the things we have covered?
How to insert pictures.
Okay.
About shape and shape settings.
All right. Okay. So you all can remember the image layouts, those options, right? Remove background.
Yeah. India போட்டாலும் போடு.
Yeah. Is my screen visible for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So I think we have completed the almost all the options in Home tab. Am I correct? Format painter. So in font ribbon, all these options, then paragraph, all the options, and then shadings, borders, find and replace. So we have completed all those options. Can you all remember those things? Okay, good.
Yes.
So then in insert, we have completed pictures, then shapes. Okay, so how to add pictures to shapes, images, how to remove background, all those options. And we did smart art also. Can you remember smart art? All right, okay. So yes, so we have almost completed these things. So today let's see how to create a table, okay, and some other certain things, okay, how to create a table and how to work with it. All right. Okay. Give me a minute, I get an example quickly. Mm. Okay, well, we will work with this table. Okay, we'll work with this table. Right. So now if you want to insert a table, okay, document table insert current document table on insert panana sonna insert tabla first option table okay. The first option is table, or the second option. First option we have pages, and then the second one is table. Then when you click the table, you will get the options of layout. Okay, table layout. You will get options of table layout. Here you can create up to 10 columns and 8 rows. Okay, 10 columns and 8 rows. Okay, totally how many columns and how many rows? 10 columns and 8 rows. Now can you tell me, for this table, how many columns and how many rows do we need for this one? Can anyone tell me?
Seven columns and 8 rows.
So 4 columns.
4 columns. Okay, always check like this. Okay, here just don't check the merged one, always from down. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 columns. Someone said 7 columns. That is correct. And how many rows? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. How many rows? 7 rows. 7 rows and 7 columns. Okay. Okay. Now, do you think we can create that table from this layout? 7 columns and 7 rows. Can you create that here? See, 1 2 3 4 7 columns. Okay, then 7 rows. Clear? Right. Now I have typed. So here we'll see, I will not type anything because you can see first column is empty. But here you can see they have taken 1 2 3. So for that 3 columns, okay, here there is only 1 cell and here there is only 2. Okay, so you all know we call this as what? What are these? What are these? I am selecting ones. What do we call it?
Columns.
Columns. Very good. So
Columns.
then we call this as
Row.
rows. Okay. So this each boxes, what do we call? Cells. Very good. Okay. Now what you do is, now what we have to do is to make this cell, you have to check how many columns they have taken. They have taken 1 2 3 columns, in the sense how many cells. Okay, they have taken 3 cells. I'll select 3 cells, and then we have an option called right click, merge. Okay, right click and merge, or you go to the table layout and here you have option called merge cells. Okay, right click and merge. Now what did you get? How many cells do you have now?
1 cell.
1 cells. So merge means the number of cells you are selecting. Okay, the number of cells you are selecting, and if you merge it, it will make it as 1 cell. Okay, merge means number of cells you select, right click and you say merge, then it becomes as one cell here. See, merge. Clear? Clear with it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now next option is, now in that one cell, okay, how many rows and how many columns do we have? Can anyone tell me? In that one cell, how many rows and columns do we have?
2 columns and 2 rows.
2 columns and 2 rows. Very good. Okay. So let me minimize this. So now how to divide this cell? Now you all know how to make it into one. Now how to divide it? Right click and you say split, or here you have split cells. So I'll say right click and split cells, 2 columns, 2 rows. Okay, and click OK. Right. Now it is like this. Now the first one here, we don't need 2 columns. So what I have to do? Here I don't need 2 columns.
Merge.
Sir, could
Merge
you
it.
please repeat again?
Okay. So see, what we have done is here, okay, we have selected 3 cells, right click and merge. Okay. Merge into சொன்னா நீங்க எத்தனை செல்ல நீங்க select பண்ணி merge click பண்றீங்களோ அதெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு செல்லா மாறும். දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන් cell පහක් select කරලා merge කරා නම් ඒ cell පහම එක වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔක්කොම එකතු කරලා එක වෙලා අර එතන cell එකයි තියෙන්නේ. ඒකටයි අපි merge කියන්නේ. Okay. So now here we have merged 3 cells. Now, according to this table, okay, according to this table, what we have to do here is, if it is clear for you all, here you check here, we have to, in that particular one cell, we have to divide it into 2 columns and 2 rows. 2 columns means 2 columns and 2 rows. Okay. දැන් මේ තියෙන සෙල් එක අපි columns දෙකටයි rows දෙකටයි බෙදන්න ඕනේ මේක. இத நாங்க ரெண்டா பிரிக்க போறோம். சோ பிரிக்கிறதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்றது தான் split cells. Okay. So 2 columns and 2 rows. Click OK. Now that's done. Now you can see the first row in that particular cell, we don't need 2 columns. Then what I have to do?
Merge it.
Merge it. Very good. So select, okay, right click and merge it. Then I'll say it as distance. Okay, right. Then here we have possible ways and distance. Okay, possible ways and distance. Okay, now you can see this particular arrow, okay, or the line, it is not matching with this. Okay, it is not matching with this. What you do is you bring your cursor above that line. So then you'll get a cursor like this. 2 lines. Okay, see, double line with 2 side arrows. Click that and you adjust it. Okay, adjust it. Now, you all know about magnet. You all know what is magnet, right? Kandam na terintanande.
Yes, sir.
It will get attached. Okay, same like that. Think this line as a magnet. Now it is not matching to this. What you do is you bring double click and click and bring the line up to here. And when you keep it straight like this, it will become like a magnet and it will attach. See. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is one method of doing it. Okay, that is one method of doing it. Or else now this one also the same way. We are going to merge 3 cells and divide it into 2 columns. So I have to do what? Select, right click, merge. Then again in the same cell, no need to select. You just right click and say split cells. This time I'm going to split it into 3 columns. Okay. So here 1, 2, 3. 3 columns and 2 rows. Click OK. Now you can see the lines and all are equally shown. So first cell I'll select, merge, Then it says what? Time. Okay. Time. Then here it says time to travel. Time to travel. So here, do I need 2 columns?
No.
No. So I will right click and I'll say merge. So what does it say? It says local and UTC time. Local slash UTC time. Okay. Now, if I go to home and if I make it to the exact center, is it in the exact center? What do you think?
No.
No, right? So here we have an option called, we have a layout tab. You go to the layout tab and there is a alignment section and center. Now you can see, is it in the exact center? Here
Yes,
we
sir.
have 9 more alignments: top alignment, center alignment, bottom alignment. So those are the alignment options of a table. Then next to that, you have this text directions. You can change the text directions like this. So you can put it like this. Rotating the text. If you don't want, you can go to layout again and then rotate the text. Okay, clear with it?
Yes, sir.
So here also you can see, okay, here also you can see.
Done.
Okay, so here you can see at this place, here also they have taken how many cells?
3.
3 cells or 2? This place,
3.
2 cells, 1, 2.
2.
Only 2 they have merged it. Okay, so I'll take this to right click, merge, and I'll say it as destination. Then again, these 2 merge. And then these 2 right click and merge. Okay, now to make it to the exact center layout, now it is in the center. Okay, right. Now I'll type the other things. So it says wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, up to wave 6. Okay. Then we give the distance here. Okay, we give whatever the distance it's available.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me. Yes.
How to underline the topic in tables?
Okay, wait. The same way that we used, okay. In a table, if you want to underline a topic, select the topic, Control U, the shortcut key, or you go to home and you use underline. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Now guys, I have completed the table. Okay, now I have completed the table. Now we'll say that you want to move the table or select the full table. One method is you can select it this way. Okay, one method is you can select it this way. Okay, you can select, or else you click this 4-way arrows, then it will select the full table. And the same icon or the same place, you double click and then you can move your table. You can move your table. Okay, then if you want to increase the size of the table, you have, if you check your table, the bottom corner, you will have a white color box like this. You click this and then you can increase the size of your table and it will equally increase. See, all the places, it will equally increase the sizes of your table. See, whatever the adjustments you have done with that, everything equally. See, equally it will adjust. Now, for example, we'll say you want to make this column small. How to do it? In between two columns, or yeah, in between two columns, the dividing place or the dividing line, you keep your cursor and then you move to that side and this side. So it will adjust the column size. Okay. The same thing, we'll say you want to increase the size of a row. So you keep your cursor above the divide of the row and then you increase or decrease the size of the row. Clear? Any doubts in that?
No, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay. And so that's how you do it. Now, when you are increasing or when you are decreasing the size of a table, or when you are working with rows or columns, if a particular cell is selected like this, okay, if a cell is selected like this, and now if you try to move, only that particular line of the cell will get moved. Did you understand? See, it got adjusted
Sir,
because
could you please say it again?
right. Now, I told you, you can adjust the column size. Okay. If you just adjust the column size, fine. Column size adjust karna kota nikang mehima adjust karana avlakna. But நீங்க column ஒண்ட adjust பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இந்த column லைனுக்கு மேல cursor வச்சு adjust பண்ணீங்கன்னா no issues. அந்த column line அப்படியே adjust ஆகும். Now we'll say when you are adjusting, a cell is selected like this. Then ඔයගොල්ලන් column එක adjust කරන්න කලින් මෙහෙම cell එකක් select වෙලා. இப்படி ஒரு cell ஒண்ட select பண்ணிக்கிறீங்க. இப்போ நீங்க அந்த column அப்படின்னா அந்த particular line click பண்ணி adjust பண்ணீங்கன்னு சொன்னா அந்த line மட்டும் move ஆகும் பாருங்க. இதுல இருந்து கலண்டு வந்து it is moving. Then cell එකක් select කරලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙහෙම adjust කරා නම් a particular cell එකේ තියෙන line එක විතරක් move වෙනවා. Understood? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How can I make it to straight again? How can I bring it back? How can I bring the cell back here? Same way I told you all, right? It is like a magnet. You click here, okay? Then there will be a dotted line, okay? You bring that dotted lines straight to the lines like this. Now leave your cursor. Now you can see it is attached, like a magnet. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The other options like changing columns or full tables, font size, okay, changing font size, making it bold, italic, underline, all the options are the same options and same shortcut keys will work. Okay, same option, same shortcut keys, all the things perfectly it will work, no any changes there. Clear? Now let's work with the borders here. Okay, we'll work with the borders here. We'll say that your table, you need a thick border outside, okay, and a very thin border inside. You all know thick border. Okay, konjam dadipamana outline. Okay, chuttak dark නැත්නම් පළල වැඩි outline එකක් අපිට ඕනේ මේ table එකට. කොහොමද එහෙම එක table එකට වෙනම මේවා දාලා adjust කරගන්නේ. Okay, what you do is select the full table. Then we have an option for border. You all know that we have already worked with it. Borders and shading. Now this is your table layout. මේක තමයි ඔයගලගේ table layout එක. දැන් අපි change කරන්න යන්නේ කොයි outline එකද? ඇතුලේ තියෙන එකද එළියේ තියෙන එකද? Which one? උල්ලු කීකිරද වෙලියේ කීකිරද යනවා මාතපොරො?
Out one.
Out one, right? So what you do is first you deselect the out one. You can click on the cells like this, the lines, see, outline. Keeping the center ones outline. See, even you can select and deselect from this sides also. See, side one goes, bottom one goes, sorry, the left one goes, then the bottom one goes, and the top one goes. Now, okay, we need a thicker border, right? The same design. If you want, you can change the design. If you want, you can change the design. I will say color is black. Let it be black. I'll increase the size. I'll increase the size. Now what I have to do is I have to select. Now did you see? If I click OK, now you can see our table, we have a thick border. Okay. Now same table, we will say inside we need a bit more thicker than this borders. Now which one I have to deselect? Inside one. So when since I have applied style, when I try to deselect it, what will happen is it will apply sometimes. Okay. Now if I click this, see, it will get applied. You click again, it will be gone. Okay. Now we'll put a size something like this. I'll put center and I'll put this and click OK. Already it is in the same size. We'll make a bigger one outside. Now we have a dark border outside and a little bit darker border inside. We'll say that now for this section, the inside lines, I wanted it dotted lines. Okay. I wanted in dotted lines. We'll say that right. We'll say that this particular parts inside borders, we are going to make it dotted lines. So what I will do is I'll select this inside sections only. Okay, inside sections only. I'll go to borders, more borders and shading. Okay, now which one I have to deselect? The outer ones or only the inside ones?
Inside one.
Inside one. I'll deselect it. Okay, then I'll put dotted lines and I'll increase a bit thicker one. Now I'll select the inside one and click OK. So you can see only the inside borders are in dotted lines now. Okay. Now what we will do is, okay, inside borders. Okay. Now these borders, okay, these borders, we'll try to make it, okay. Now here there are two sides, right? We'll try to make this dark border. Okay. To make this dark border, what I have to do is I have to select this color. Okay. Right click, borders and shading. Okay. Which side of the column or cell that we have selected, we are going to change? Which side is it?
Left side.
Left side. So you deselect the left side, okay, and you select the styles that you want and click OK. Now you can see the left side, it is dark border. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you want to change any cells, okay, top, right, bottom, any borders, if you want to change anything, okay, you can do it. We'll say that this cells, now this cell don't have anything here, right? So we'll remove this border and this border, okay? So the top border and the left border. You go for this borders and shading. So we are going to remove what? The top and the left. Even you can put different colors, you can apply anything and click OK. Oh. So if you want to remove this particular cells border, go for borders. Here it says apply to table, you change it to cell. Okay, top, right, and click OK. So that particular border is gone. Clear?
Yes,
Clear
sir.
with it? Okay. Now, if you want to insert a column, okay, if you want to insert a column or row, what you do is you click in any place that you want, right click, insert columns to the left. That means a column will be added to the left. Insert columns to the right. A column will be added to the right. From where you are selecting. If you select from here, right click and you say insert, columns to the left means a column this side. Columns to the right means column this to the right side. Okay. Rows above. So whatever you have selected above that, see, rows above. The same thing you select, insert, rows below. So below that. Okay. Then right click, insert, columns to the left. See here, there is a column. Okay. Right click, insert, columns to the right. Understood? Clear?
Yes,
Okay
sir.
now.
Yes, sir.
You can see that our table is not enough. That means our document doesn't have enough space in order to fit for this particular page. One thing is you can make it small like this. Okay, you can make it small, or else if you can't make small, okay, we'll say your table is very big. What you do is you go to the layout tab, and you have option called orientation. You have option called what? Orientation. Click that and you say landscape. Now it is in portrait. In this way, you change it to landscape. Now you will have space to the sides. Top and bottom spaces will get reduced. Understood? Clear with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
That is about page orientation. All right. So any doubts up to now in tables? So about the borders. So we have covered the full borders, how to change border things and all. And even more we have extra tab like design. You go to the design, you select the table. Okay. You can apply any designs you want. See, whatever the designs they have given, you can apply this. Okay. Whatever the design they have given. Or else what you can do is you can particularly select first one. Let's say you give your own color. Okay, you select this, you give your own color. Okay, so it's up to you. Okay, then you can change the border styles from here. Then you can give a particular style, double border. Okay, then you can give a color, let's say blue color, and there is an option called border painter. You can draw borders. See, you can select and you can draw wherever you want. You can like this, click and draw. Okay, then you can change the pen color, you can change the border thickness, you can change the border styles. We'll say this one, and then you draw again. So that one will change. So after drawing, you take off the border painter, that will be gone. You select the border styles, size, color, everything. Then you select border painter and you paint all the borders that you want. Clear? That is about border painting.
Could you please repeat again?
Yeah. Now we were changing the borders, right? We were changing the borders by selecting this, and inside, outside, we were changing. Same thing you can do in design. Okay, a bit different. And api borders change karna, api select karla, borders option ekete gihin, api atule tiyenna borders, eli tiyenna borders, api mar karana anda mati senjam. Ade option you can do it here. You have to select a border style here. Single lines,
Sir,
double
excuse
line.
me. Sir,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Sir, could you please small the screen, please? Because the screen is too large and I can't recognize what is going on.
Now how about it?
Uh, not good, sir.
No?
No.
Why is it too big for you?
Yeah, too big. Then
Are
I
you-
can't see the icons and
Okay, then have you joined in a mobile phone or what? If you have joined in mobile phone, you can go for this, what to say,
I'm in the mobile phone.
change it to landscape mode and you join. Go for the landscape and then it will be visible. All right, okay. Now, what you do is, okay, so where I left is here. Let me make it big, else won't be visible. Right, border styles. You can select whatever the borders you want. Or from here you can select, is it dotted lines or double lines or whatever it is. Okay, we'll say you want a border like this. You select. And then you can increase, decrease the size of the border. That means the thickness of the border. Then you can give a color. We'll say you want red color. Now border painter is selected. Now you select the, or you draw. Just click and draw. Wherever you want, you just click and draw like this. See? You can draw like this. But this takes time. Okay, this takes time. The option I told you, it will get applied for everything quickly. See? You can draw like this. Then after your drawing is finished, you click the border painter, it will be gone. Okay? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Then in layout option, we have same options we have. Okay, delete a table, insert, insert below, insert right, insert left, splitting the tables, increase the height, and then the alignments, text direction. So these all things we have covered. Okay, so if you want to delete a row or column, right click, delete cells, then it will ask delete entire row. That means this entire row will be deleted. Delete entire column. This entire column will be deleted. Okay. Then if you want to delete one cell here, okay, well, yeah, right click and we'll say delete. Then shift cells left. That means this will come to this side. Did you see? That is shift cells left. Okay, right click, delete cells, shift cells up. This will come up. Understood? Then delete cells, entire row. So the entire row is deleted. Okay. Delete cells, entire column. You can see the entire column is deleted. Clear?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Those are the things about a table. Okay. So let's go to, did we learn how to divide text into columns? Did we do that?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's do that now. Okay. So before that, if you have any doubts, any questions, anything that extra you all want to know, you can ask me.
So how we delete a one line?
One line in the sense,
One
this
line,
entire line,
yeah.
you right click, delete cells, entire row, and click OK. So it will delete the entire row. Understood? It deleted the last full row. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, yeah, any other doubts you all have? Any questions or any doubts?
What about merge in cell?
Merging cells, yeah, the same way. You select the number of cells that you want to merge. Okay. Right click
Yes,
and you
sir.
say merge. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Select and merge. Splitting, no need to select. Just click, right click, split, and then you can split it.
Okay, sir.
Yes, any others? Yeah. All right, okay. So if you have no any doubts, then we'll go for this equals and okay. Now, yeah, in this, right. Now we'll say we have around say we have around 3 paragraphs. Okay, we have around 3 paragraphs. Now we'll say you want to divide these 3 paragraphs into 3 columns. You have to divide this 3 paragraphs into how many columns?
3 columns.
3 columns. Okay, so I'll select the full columns here. Okay, I'll select the full columns. Then you go to the layout option. Okay, layout options. Then you have a columns option. Go for this. So you can select columns from here. If you go to more columns, you'll have a advanced options like say 3 columns. Then you can increase the width, line spacing and everything. And then you have line in between. Okay, line in between. You can give line in between for 3 columns. Click OK. So we have 3 columns now. Okay, we have 3 columns now. For example, now what we'll do is I'll divide this from here. Now I'll make it 3 columns. And click OK. Now you can see there are 3 columns like this. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Now we'll say that this paragraph you want to put it in 3rd column. This paragraph you want to put it in 3rd column. Sometimes when you apply columns, now I got 3 columns, right? Even after you apply columns, everything will be in 1 column. Then mama paragraph tika okkama select karla columns gihin more columns 3 mama me columns option එක දුන්නට පස්සේ දැන් ඔයගලන්ට බලන්න පුළුවන් columns තුනට text ටික ඒක divide වෙලා තියෙනවා. සමහර වෙලාවට ඕගොල්ලන් columns දානකොට ඔක්කොම එක column එකේ තමයි තියෙන්නේ. හරි columns apply කරාට පස්සෙත් ඔක්කොම එක column එකේ තියෙයි. ඕගොල්ලන් ඇවිල්ලා ඒක වෙනම දාගන්න ඕනේ. දැන් මෙහෙම කියමුකෝ මේක ඇවිල්ලා තව column එකට යවන්න ඕනේ කියලා. இப்ப நீங்க columns option போட்டோனே இப்ப எனக்கு வந்து 3 columnக்கும் பிரிஞ்சு வந்திக்குது தானே. ஆனா உங்களுக்கு சம்டைம்ஸ் எல்லாம் அப்ப இந்த பிரிய வேண்டிய எல்லாமே ஒரு columnல இப்படி ஒரு நேருக்கு இருக்கும். அப்ப அதை எப்படி நாங்க 3 columnsக்கு போட்டுக்கொள்வோம். We'll say that now this one I want to send it to the next column. This particular paragraph I want to send it to the next column. So what you do is keep your cursor in front of the column or line you want to send it to the next column, the paragraph or sentence or whatever, you keep your cursor, go for breaks, and you select the second one, break. Okay, now something like this will happen. Something like this will happen. We'll say now this one, you want to send it to the third column, this one. Okay, keep your cursor, breaks, and then column. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. I'll say I want to send this to the second column. Keep your cursor, breaks, and column. So it went to the second column. Understood?
Sir, once again.
See, now here I want 3 columns, but it is in 2 columns. Here I have selected 3. Sometimes it will happen to you. Okay, you might have selected 3. Sometimes it will be in 1 column or in 2 columns. So the things that you want to send it to the third column, keep your cursor in front of it, go to breaks and column. So it will go to the next column. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So anyone have any doubts in this? Dividing columns.
Sir, please do it again.
Right. See, I have selected the paragraphs. Go for columns, more columns, 3. You can put line in between and click OK. So it will apply for columns. Then if you want to send anything to the next column, keep your cursor, go for breaks and column. Right. Now you can see it is in 2 columns only. So click here, breaks and column. Okay. So someone of you have asked how to delete the lines in between. Okay, how to delete it is you select all the 3 columns here. Okay, you select all the 3 columns here, go for columns, more, and you deselect the line and click OK. It will take off the lines. Okay, now there are no lines here. Clear with it? Understood?
Yeah.
That is about the dividing columns. Okay. Always remember, guys, sometimes when you apply columns, it will apply for the full page. So after applying columns, if you try to type something here, okay, if you try to type something down, it will be in column wise only. So always make sure before applying columns, make sure you type everything. Okay, if you have something to type here, type everything, finish it, and then you apply columns. Okay, please keep that in your mind. Okay, don't try to apply columns at the beginning while typing itself. After completing typing, you apply columns. Okay, then there are something called this one is an advanced option. Sometimes those who work in mobile phone, it will not be available for you people, but I'll just show you. Okay, sometimes if you have computers, you can practice, right? Okay, now let's say this is the title for your paragraph. Okay, so I'll make it to the center, bold, and then I'll increase the font size, and I'll make it underline. Okay, now in Word, or while we type, each of these letters and space, okay, if there is a space or comma, underscore, brackets, any of these things, we call them as characters. What are those? Characters, right? Each of these letters, we call it as characters, right? Now, what I will do is I will say that this thing is too close. You want to leave space in between the characters. You want to leave some space in between the characters like this. Okay. But if you press the space bar, this full word will become a wrong word. Okay. It will become a wrong word. So what we'll do is we can leave character spacing. I will select the word. Okay. Font, you have an advanced option. Go for fonts, advanced option. And then in this screen, go to the advanced window. In the screen, go to the advanced window. Spacing, it says normal. Go for expanded. And then we'll say I'll increase the spacing around 5. Now what happened? In between, you can see space. I'll make it condensed. What happened now? See, condense means it takes all the letters together. ඔක්කොම letters ටික ඔක්කොම ලං කරගන්නවා. condense කියන්නේ எல்லாத்தையும் கிட்ட ஆக்கிකොள்ளும். அதே நீங்க expanded கொடுத்தீங்க. expanded දුන්නාම මැද space ඒ කියන්නේ මේම characters එකේ අතර පොඩ්ඩක් space එක තියෙයි. Click OK. That is character spacing. Understood?
Yes.
The same way. Now, sometimes you might have, okay, I don't know, your people might have a habit of reading books, okay, story books, or if you have read magazines or anything, the special things that is said by someone else, they will put it in the middle like this with quotes and all. Okay. We'll assume that this is something like that, said by someone else. So you want to specially mention it. Okay, so I'll make it italic. Okay, so now we have paragraph indentation. Okay, you go to advanced paragraph option. Last time we went for advanced font. This time we are going for paragraph option. Okay, so here it says indents and spacing, indentation. Okay, I'll say 1.5. Okay, 1.5 inches this side. So you see here the preview. This will send 1.5 inches inside. See, and we'll say I'll put this also, right side also 1.5, and click OK. Now you can see both the sides it has sent 1.5, 1.5 inside. Now what I will do is, in between the lines, I'll leave space. In between the lines, you can click this line and paragraph spacing, and you can go give 1.5 to 2.5, anything. So it leaves space in between the paragraph. Or the same advanced option, or you can go to line and spacing options, the same option it will come. Okay, here it says indentation special. You can say, I'm sorry, indentation. Then you have spacing, line spacing, it says multiple. Okay, you can give around 1.5 and see what happens. See, in between the lines there are spaces. Click OK. Okay, now we'll say that before and after the paragraph you want to leave space. Before and after the paragraph, same option, line. You can go to line and spacing options. See, spacing before, after. I'll say before 10 and after also 10. That means paragraph එක පටන් ගන්න කලින් points 10ක් space, paragraph එකට පස්සේ points 10ක් space. අපි න paragraph එක මොදල්ලේயும் පොරவும் 10 space கொடுத்துக்கிறோம். line spacing ද சொன்னா ஒவ்வொரு லைனுக்கும் இடையில. Line spacing කියන්නේ line දෙකට මැද තියෙන space ටික. So see here now what happens. I'll increase. Look at these gaps. Okay, look at these gaps. What I will do is line and spacing option, paragraph. I'll say I'll give around 20. And after also 20. And now click OK. Now did you see? Here also 20 point space, here also 20 point space. Understood?
Sir, could you do it again?
Yes, okay, right. First things first, okay. How to give indents. Indents means sending the paragraph a bit inside. Go to advanced paragraph option, indentation. You can give space. I'll say 1.5 inches. Even you can give 1 inches, 0.5 inches or 0.5 inches. You can give up. It's up to you. I'll give 1.5. Then the right side also I'll give 1.5. So left and right. So left side 1.5, right side 1.5. So then now you can see it has given space for both the sides. Now to leave space in between the lines, you can click here and say line spacing. You can give from here, or you can go to line and spacing option. So the same paragraph option. Then you have spacing. spacing, and line spacing at. It will say multiple, don't change that. At, you say 1.5 and click OK. So now you can see in between the lines. See, these lines are so closer, but this you have a little space. Now we'll say before and after the paragraph if you want to leave space. Go for the same option. Then you have spacing before, after. I'll say 20 here and 20 here. And click OK. So you can see before and after the paragraph, also space in between the lines and for the sides. Understood, clear?
Yes, sir.
Any other doubts you all have? Any questions?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
The heading எப்படி mark போடுறது?
Heading mark ன்னு சொன்னா இது underline.
இந்த question mark.
Question mark வந்து நீங்க shift பிடிச்சு போட்டீங்கன்னா போடும்.
Okay.
Or on screen keyboard. You are using mobile phone or computer?
Mobile phone.
Mobile phone லன்னா நீங்க சிம்பிள்ஸ்க்கு போயிட்டு சும்மா டைப் பண்ணீங்கன்னா டைப் ஆகும். கம்ப்யூட்டர்னு சொன்னா ஷிஃப்ட்டை பிடிச்சி இந்த கொஸ்டின் மார்க்கை ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணா போடுப்பாங்க. ஷிஃப்ட்டை பிடிக்காம போட்டா ஸ்லாஷ்.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So
Any-
excuse me,
Yeah.
how we get the indentation box? I didn't see that.
Indentation. You select the paragraph that you want. Okay. Then go for advanced paragraph options. See here. And you click, you'll get the indentation. Okay. Any other questions or doubts you all have?
No, sir.
Okay, then. So try to do this work and send it to me. Okay, we have learned about tables. Okay, so today we learned about tables, and then we learned about columns, and then we have learned about paragraph spacing, line spacing, indents, character spacing, all those things. So try to work and send it to me. So then thank you everyone for joining the session. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
How can I send you?
You send it to my email. Submit
Okay.
to hussein@gmail.com. See, I have dropped it in the chat box. Okay. Please mention your badge in the subject line, your badge number. Okay. Your batch number dash the task or the day. Okay. Dash and then your name. So these things should be there. So yeah, everyone, thank you very much for joining the session and giving your valuable time. We'll meet in the upcoming session. Until then, everyone, take care, bye, stay safe, and good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Bye.
Sir.
Yes, someone was trying to speak.
இதுக்கு முன்னுக்கும் அந்த இமேஜை வந்து இந்த டிசைன் பண்றது அதெல்லாம் சொன்ன தானே அதையும் சென்ட் பண்ணணுமா?
ஓ, அதே செஞ்சு சென்ட் பண்ணணும்.
ஓகே சார்.
Okay.